Good morning. It's brought to my attention, man, some of you guys don't speak Spun junky. You know, Spun junk. Some of them have a spitting problem too.
Right.
Look, Triple T, I'm just going to say it like this. I would never pick on a guy like that. I think you was way off on that. But having said that, look, I'm going to teach y'all Spun junk today. All you got to do is pay a little bit of attention, man. We'll get that Spun junk in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Spun junky. That spun out junky. I got to go to work. Yeah, a translation video. How about that? That doesn't sound boring at all, does it? Teach y'all, man. I'm gonna play a video of somebody speaking Spun junk. Spun junky. I think it's actually a French language originally. Spun junky. Alright, man, damn. The whole set fell apart. Hey, speaking of charging it up. Huh? Mic in the sun visor? Anyway, look, so let's do this, man. Let's play this guy's video, and I'm going to tell you what he's really saying. Also, the views and opinion in this are just the opinion of me, and for entertainment purposes only. Spun junky is a made-up language that I just came up with in the shower, or in between shower and taking a shit. It is not a real language. I do not represent any languages and Webster dictionaries and books and shit like that. I just know what this guy's really saying to try to manipulate idiots like old Spittoon over there. Let's do it. Let's kind of have a little ranked up. Spun junky. That spun out junky.
You know, I grew up watching the Illuminati videos.
Translation.
I am super smart on this topic all of a sudden.
Eminem Illuminati. Beyonce Illuminati. Jay-Z Illuminati. The thumbnails, them going, wait, I've seen all that. I've gone down the rabbit holes.
Translation.
I'm really smart on this topic.
I've created theories. I've done all that shit when I was a kid. I started looking that kind of shit up when I was in about 8th grade. And I'd done it till I was out of high school.
Translation.
Overselling how smart I am about this conspiracy-based group by lying and telling you that I spent my childhood and high school years researching it. Just so you'll believe what I say next.
So I was probably about like 25, 26.
Translation.
That's right. I just tacked on an additional 6 to 7 fictional years of research on this topic, so I can really oversell the fact that I'm an expert on the Illuminati.
And then I started watching music documentaries. Lots of them. Then I started comparing these Illuminati theories and these documentaries. And I was like, Then my occupation became being a musician on accident.
Translation.
So you remember that 27 and a half years I just told you I researched the Illuminati? Well, I also, 42 of those years, looked into music documentaries. And I'm going to tie that into the fact that I'm a musician. But I say that I am that by accident, so I can pretend that I didn't want to be in the music industry, you know, because of all the years of researching the Illuminati and its ties to the music industry. Does that make sense?
And still to this day during my career, the longer I have this job, the more money I make, the more goals I accomplish, and most of all, the more people I inspire, the more I see things that match with these documentaries of dead artists and these Illuminati theories.
Translation.
Not only am I super smart and have growing years of research under my belt, I am also super successful, which gives me lots of credibility. And I'm good at epiphanies.
Don't you think it's odd when you have too much influence? They tell you what? He must be under the influence. Oh, he's on drugs.
Translation.
I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs.
Poor guy, he's on drugs. Pray for him. We got social media now. Most are able to make videos. And be like, hey guys, here's me every day not on drugs. That's a problem.
Translation.
I have a distorted view of what a drug addict is, and think that if you have any issues with substance, that means you're incapacitated and unable to get up and hit record on a smartphone for some reason. That also reinforces the lie I tell myself every day, and that's that I'm just fine. I think you guys feel the same way because I think you're stupid.
Why is it a problem? Because you don't have to fit their narrative. You can get on here every day and show everyone who you are. Show everybody what mental state you're in. Show everyone what you're doing. So when they're like, man, this artist is on drugs, and the artist is obviously on here every day doing something else besides drugs, well then they're gonna question who said that.
Translation.
See, you haven't seen me do drugs, have you? And seeing is believing, dipshit. Now go over there and see what you can dig up on the person who said I was. For a second.
If they're like, man, this artist is so depressed and sad and paranoid, and we're on here obviously happy, doing something, having hobbies, out riding motorcycles, obviously not sad.
Translation.
Activities like motorcycle riding make people happy. I'm happy.
By herself out in public, not paranoid of anything. Well then, once again, it doesn't fit the narrative, and you're gonna start asking the other person, yo, what's your deal? Why are you trying to push this narrative?
Translation.
I believe I have enough influence over you that even though I appear completely paranoid by my actions and the things that I say, you'll just believe that I'm not because I told you I'm not. And, well, you're an idiot. The people who agree with you and who think clearly and realize it as well, see what kind of dirt you can find on them. Make their life as miserable as possible for me, dumbass.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. Maybe the narrative pushers in the past, and maybe now, are also the same people who know about artists getting murdered before they get murdered, or had something to do with it, either firsthand or secondhand, accessory. I mean, come on, it makes the most sense. Can't say it don't.
Translation.
Do you not understand the severity? These people are trying to say that I'm paranoid and out of my mind. That might not seem like a big deal to you, but I've never been wrong in my entire life and don't intend to be. It's pretty serious to me. So serious that, in fact, you know what? I bet they've committed murder at some point, or at least know something about it. Yeah.
Wait, let me guess. The Illuminati did it. And who is the Illuminati? Oh, that's right. No one knows still.
Translation.
So it had to be them. Obviously it wasn't the Illuminati. And I know that for sure because between these last few clips, I spent an additional 3 years researching it.
No one knows anything about the fucking Illuminati. Did you ever think maybe the Illuminati's like a fake fucking Harry Potter story? For what, you ask? To cover up common crime.
Translation.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not paranoid. They're criminals. Illuminati's a cover. Keep up.
Murdering a motherfucker over money. Period. Maybe there's a bunch of Illuminatis if you want to believe they're real. Because I know it just crushed your whole thing. Like, dude, it is real. It's been real for my whole life. No, people murdering people for money's been around your whole life.
Translation.
You're confused? I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were a real fan. I thought you were a real holler boy. And you're confused and questioning me. You actually think the Illuminati is real? Why? Because I spent my entire adulthood and into my senior years researching it? Keep up, man. Keep up.
But the Illuminati is still a fucking thing with a huge question mark. Look, when it comes to the music industry and money and artists dying, you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. We ain't talking $500. And people still kill you over $500. Hell, up to over $50. So if there's hundreds of millions of dollars to be made off of an artist dying, you don't think that they could pay some people to do some things to make everything confusing and it never gets solved?
Translation.
I'm very important and probably the coolest guy in the world and the most successful singer and rapper, so they let me know the criminal underground stuff in the music industry, even the mainstream stuff. And because I'm not on drugs, I'm able to get on here every day in front of you guys and tell you about it. You just gotta be, a holler boy and listen up, man. Have you found anything out on those guys? Like a domestic violence, seatbelt ticket, anything? Let me know, man, let me know.
You don't think they could make up a story and be like, ooh, Illuminati. Maybe it was the Illuminati. Well, I'll be damned. Then the person going, oh man, maybe it was the Illuminati. Well, it was them probably. Which means they are the Illuminati. Which means the Illuminati could be anyone who carries out this kind of act. Because you're just hiding behind the Harry Potter story of The Illuminati.
Translation.
Me, good guy. Them, criminals. They could be the Illuminati because they're just criminals and liars. But you, on the other hand, you could be a holler boy. All you have to do is ignore warning signs and red flags, and for the love of God, you find anything on them.
Think about this. The conspiracy of the Illuminati always has like, oh, there's a new Illuminati member. He must be in the Illuminati. You only say that about who? A new upcoming artist who was just formerly broker than, and now they're just not broke at all. You think maybe they had like something to do with another artist probably dying? Then all this hundreds of millions of dollars was available. And then what do you know? There's just this new little Dip Dizzy Wop popped up and he was broker than and then he just started doing this. And I'd be like, dude, he's an Illuminati. He's an Illuminati. They gave him a bunch of money to be an Illuminati.
Translation.
I'm clearly the only one that's good at singing and rapping, so if you see any other artists pop up, especially in this lane, and see any kind of success or money, then you need to question it. They're 100% criminals and probably part of some criminal enterprise because, duh, they're not better than me.
Because what, his talent? I was showing the vote, the giving the flipping, the dipping, the government. No, I don't think so. I mean, little Dip Dizzy Wop didn't go to music school. He has no prior music business, but he has attempted murder charges. Doesn't that fit well? Well, it couldn't have been Dip Dizzy Wop. Dip Dizzy Wop was with the label's producer and an assistant for the record label. They were all here. There's alibis. And all the alibis just got a bunch of money. But it was because of the success of Dip Dizzy Wop himself. And this new artist, Dip Dizzy Wop, his breakout song was a Jesus prayer puppy song. Everyone loves Jesus prayers and puppies. So, I mean, so there's alibis to where these people were that's connected to their occupation. Oh, we was doing music. We don't know what happened. None of the fans are going to expect nothing. I mean, all the supporters of this Dip Dizzy Wop who had a breakout song about Jesus and puppies, you think they're going to let this shit slide? No.
Translation.
They're criminals.
Don't forget the artist that just died. Man, he was so sad and depressed and paranoid. I heard he was buying drugs, doing drugs. I heard he was shoving drugs in his ear, in his nostril, his mouth, his butthole. He was a full-blown train wreck. Well, isn't that coincidental? Because little Dip Dizzy Wop, who just got here, that was formerly broke as shit and now rich as fuck for no goddamn reason.
Translation.
I'm fucking miserable right now, and I overindulge in things because of that, which is causing me to be extremely depressed as well. And the only thing I care about is keeping up this lie and this facade that everybody believes that I'm fine, even after death. If something happens to me, I want you to honestly think that these other people are criminals and they had something to do with it. And that's how they got their money. It's not because they're successful at all. It's because they did something to me. You got that?
Well, you know, he's an advocate for people on drugs. I'll get you off of drugs, brother. Let me tell you about puppies and Jesus. Oh, man, I love puppies and Jesus. And I also love getting people off drugs. No, really, the artist that died figured out what was going on. And he was like, hey, motherfuckers. And they're like, what? And he's like, I have a problem with this, that, and the other. And then he's dead. But remember, oh, man, the drugs. We tried to help him. Oh, we're just trying to help. I'm almost going to stop helping. He just ain't taking my help. What do we do? Oh, man, somebody save me. Yeah.
Translation.
I'm doing great.
People will do crazy shit for money. Depends on how much it is. Hell, they'll go against everything they ever stood for some money. Hell, they'll fly to California and jump in a dude's shirt, man, and fake have a baby with him, post it on the internet for everybody to see. Look, oh, we're pregnant. Haha, just kidding. Everybody's like, the fuck was that? Well, on the backside, it's called initiation.
Translation.
Pretending that people want you dead and that they're all part of a big criminal enterprise, and the only reason that they're trying to offer you any kind of a help is just for an alibi. There's way better ways of marketing a song. Everybody knows that. The fact that they've seen success on that marketing ploy really pisses me off.
Hell, sometimes they'll get a group of people to come to your house unexpected and be like, man, you're worth $150 million. And you're like, so what? Don't care. And then they're like, well, look, man, these people are going to come after you, but I can save you. I can keep these people off of you, brother. Somebody save. That's my song I just came out with. Somebody save.
Translation.
I'm selfish and an arrogant prick. Also extremely jealous of Jelly Roll and his success. I'm jealous of every one of those guys because they continue to succeed. And that pisses me off because it's not me. I also hate the fact that they have level heads and this weird thing called compassion that I've never figured out or mastered. The fact that they come over and try to help me out, and Jelly Roll, now that he's on the inside, offers me a hand, that all just really pisses me off. And it should you too.
I can help you, brother. Oh yeah, did I mention all this money? All this money that you're worth? And then you're like, well, how do you know this? And they're like, well, they were talking about it at the record label, brother. Okay.
Translation.
Jelly Roll's a piece of shit.
There's the part where you go, ah, my ass itches. And you click your safety off your loaded pistol that has a bunch of hollow points in it because you realize, well, damn, I'm surrounded by these people. They're all in this room right now. Like vultures.
Translation.
Yeah, I'm jealous of Jelly Roll and pretty upset that all those guys got together to come over and call me out on my shit. That really makes me mad. But if yous will, please, just for a holler boy's sake, let them know that it was nefarious behavior and they were there just to do something wrong to me, and let them know, hey, I'm a badass. And I had that thing ready with them hollow points, just, you know what I mean? You ain't never shot up an intervention.
And listen to what the vultures are saying. We love you, brother. We want to protect you, brother. And then maybe one short one with a red beard with a fucking accent. Maybe he's just in the corner like, dude, I am so independent. I'm so independent. I just came here with a bunch of people that are assigned to labels. You came here with the vultures because you're a vulture.
Translation.
Even though I'm oblivious to it, will probably never understand it or admit it, I'm a narcissist and very ego-driven. That's why I hate Adam Calhoun the most out of all of them, right? And that's the reason I take so many shots at him and insult every little piece about him. His height, his accent, his music, his wife, the geography in which he lives. Everything about him, I really pick him apart because I'm obsessed with him. And I'm sick of my wife telling me, turn that Adam video off. I don't want to hear about Adam anymore. So that really irritates me. And the fact that he come over here also to help, I need you guys to just understand that wasn't what that was. I need you guys to hate him just as much as me. If you guys could do that for me, that'd be a solid HB. Happy birthday.
We want to protect you, brother. I don't need no one to protect me. That's what I said to all these motherfucking vultures. Well, guess what? A vulture ain't shit to a fucking bald eagle.
Translation.
I contradict myself a lot, but I'm confident that you don't even know what a contradiction is because, like I said earlier, I think you're stupid. The main contradictions are, I say that these guys are terrible people, but then I say that they come over concerned that I have a drug problem and offer to help me. I say that they're terrible people while simultaneously saying that they said that they would help and protect me from anything that I needed help and protection with. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's about as much as translation as I could do for the day. As you, I don't know if you could tell or not, but this has been an all-day thing. I literally, from the time I left this morning to go work today, lunch break, to the time I'm home now. Yeah, man, right? I mean, what else do you even say? There's nothing else to say, but this guy's a walking contradiction. I really hope that this guy gets help. I hope, yet again, that this is another video, another way to hopefully knock down that barrier for that guy to be like, holy crap, yeah, I've lost my mind. Doubt it, but hey, worth a shot, right? If there's anybody else that you would like to see me do a translation video on, let me know in the comments below. I will end this video off by showing you how much this is just a scripted act. And I say that because these next couple clips that I'm going to show you, and we're toward the end of his rant about the Illuminati. He's so lazy these days that he doesn't even attempt to edit out the fact that this is all just an act. This is all just a ploy. So he'll say things, and then he'll back up and he'll say them again in a more intimate way, just to try to really sell it to you. But the difference is nowadays that he's so sloppy, he doesn't even cut that stuff out. So enjoy these last couple clips of proving that this guy's a douchebag, and this is all just an act for you guys, just so he can sway you into a certain opinion and into a certain mindset that fits him, and hopefully try to dig himself out of a hole. Love you guys, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Well, I mean, goddamn, if you ain't doing the opposite. Well, I'll be damned, you're doing the opposite now.